everybody. Welcome back. Today is 4/16/2022, April 16th, 2022. Not a bad Saturday. Weather actually turned out to be pretty nice. A little chilly here and there, but overall, good day. Woke up, made myself some breakfast, hung out with Kayla before I left. Went and played softball down, or I should say over, in Avon, which really makes me dislike the Avon area even more. The traffic out there is horrendous, just horrendous. I think from the time I got off the highway to the time I got to the ballpark, I think is a 6 or 7 mile stretch. It took me, 30 minutes? 30 minutes. That's the length of my whole trip. Should have been 30 minutes. And so it almost took me close to an hour just to get to the ballpark which is weird because on the way there, people were driving like 40 miles an hour. Speed limit's 45, and they're driving like 40 miles an hour. And we had to bounce around between two ballparks today. I still don't know why. Dumbest thing I've ever seen. But we went over to Chuck Klein, which is about 8 miles back from where I came. So just past 465 when you get off Rockville Road there and in towards the city. So yeah, but going to Chuck Klein, people were driving about 50 miles an hour, but there were so many people, like it was instant, like people would speed up and then slam on their brakes, speed up, slam on their brakes, and weaving in and out of traffic and stuff. Like it was just a crazy madhouse over there in Avon, and I did not like it at all. But hey, that's life. There's lots of people in here and we gotta share it, but just be a little bit more mindful, I guess you would say. You know, it's all right to go a little bit above the speed limit, but cutting in and out, you're not saving any time. And you're just wasting more gas, and gas is expensive. But back to softball. Yeah, I play competitive softball. We did not have a good weekend. Like, we were putting up runs, but we just ran into teams that just out-hit us in the long run. It just sucks, because sometimes you have those weekends, and you know, it is what it is. We move on. I know back in the day, I used to get really bent out of shape about stuff like this. Us not performing to the level we should be. I used to let it bother me. But as I got older, you know, it's like, I'm there to win. I'm there to compete. But once I leave the field, that's it. Not another thought in my brain about it. It's time to move on. There's always next weekend or the weekend after that, whatever, if you're still playing. But just move on. Quit looking back on a game. You know, that's what it is. It's a game. Yeah, I know people invest money and time into it, but if you don't win, you don't win. There's nothing you can do about it. If you do and you win, that's awesome. But just move on. You can't dwell on it. And like I said, I used to let that stuff bother me, and I don't anymore. And I just think I'm a lot happier, you know. Not as so stressed out about the weekends anymore when it comes to playing ball. Like, man, we gotta win. We gotta do this. Why? Like, just go out and have fun and play. I mean, usually you win when you do that. But overall, good time. I had a great time with all the guys, man. It's a good team. Everybody's friendly. Everybody's a good person. So I'm glad they asked me to play. You know, that's the most important part, is just having fun and being around people you want to be around. And I can be around this team, and that's the best part about this. You know, being stuck on a team, not stuck, but playing for a team that you don't like, that can really eat at you. You can eat at them too, because it rubs off. It shows, you know. So, yeah, I enjoyed my time. Yeah. The only bad thing is the wind was blowing out our second game, and if you just hit it in the air, it carried out. So that kind of hurt us in the long run. Also helped us though too, when I'm playing against the other team. But it is what it is. Move on, right? So, came home. Kayla was watching The Last Kingdom on Netflix. So I caught like an episode and a half, and I liked what I saw. It kind of reminds me of like a mix between Game of Thrones and, I'm not sure what else. Just Game of Thrones. No, because there's no like dragons or anything. So I'm not, or like, yeah, I'm just gonna say Game of Thrones. It reminds me of Game of Thrones. So she's into that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna watch next. If you guys watched my last video, you know I'm not into this new Halo show. So, which sucks because I love the game, loved it. But other than that, had some pizza tonight. Yeah, ate bad. It's not my macros, but I didn't care. Kayla didn't feel like cooking, and it's what the boys wanted. So, got some pizza tonight. Yeah, I think that's about it. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Comic-Con, so maybe I'll take some video there, some photos, and post them here on my next video. But what I'm looking forward to the most, not only Easter, because Easter is a day of celebration, a day of the Lord rising. So, looking forward to seeing the family, looking forward to spending time at Comic-Con. And then what I'm really looking forward to the most is my Sunday walks with the wife. So I enjoy those. Go over to the Southeast Way Park and just walk a couple miles, just talk about our future, talk about what's going on this week, and just kind of set the groundwork for what we want to do in life, One last thing. Friday, we did Partner Wide, like I told you guys, and how we finished. But the question of the day was, if you had a time machine, would you go back to the past or would you go to the future? A lot of people said future. And I said the past because of financial reasons. I can invest in Bitcoin, invest in Google, invest in Twitter, all these stuff. And I know you can do that with the future, because if you see the future and see what becomes big, when you come back, you can invest in that stuff too. And maybe you don't want to change anything that's happened up to this point. Which, do we really know if it's going to change? Because nobody's ever done it. So, we're all speculating, right? But I think I want to change my answer. My answer would still be the same, but it would not be financial reasons. I would go back to the past and just have one more dinner and conversation with my dad. I think that is worth more than anything, more than money. Just to see him and talk to him one more time. I think that would be awesome. So, yeah, that's my answer. But I hope everybody has a good Easter tomorrow. I will see you. I won't see you. You'll see me tomorrow if you watch the video. But have a good Easter. Enjoy your family time. I'm going to enjoy myself, so I can't wait. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great day. I hope your Saturday was beautiful. I know the weather turned out pretty solid, so hopefully you got outside, got that fresh air, got to sit in the sun a little bit and just soak it up. It looks like we're going to have some nice weather for next weekend. I'm seeing a high of 81, so I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for this warm weather. So everybody have a great night, and I'll see you Sunday. See ya.